Congratulations, Darryl, on a fine career. Then we have number 14, Gio Andre. Gio. Congratulations, Gio.
Down that way. Look down that way.
Then we have number 19, Owen Green.
Yeah, I know. I asked them to move, but they didn't listen.
Congratulations, Owen, on a wonderful career.
Look at her.
Then we have number 44, Joe Broad. Now we have our goalkeeper, the keeper of the twine, James Nichols. Now, not but last, number 2, Captain Josh Macefield. Captain Josh. Congratulations, Josh. Now we have captain number 16, Trevor Convent. Trevor. Congratulations, Trevor. Last but not least, number 9, Captain Sean Catino.
Senior Day here at Bridgewater-Raynham Regional High School as the BR Boys Soccer Club honors 8 seniors here on Senior Night. Hello everyone, welcome into BTV's coverage of Bridgewater-Raynham Boys Soccer. My name is Brian Berard. I'll be with you for the next couple of hours here from a chilly Bridgewater-Raynham Regional High School as the Trojans welcome in the King Philip Warriors. BR comes into tonight's matchup with an overall record on the season with 4 wins, 10 losses, and 2 draws. However, they are unbeaten in their last 3 matches. They are going 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie, coming off of a tie, and their last win was on the 21st, a 2-1 victory over Whitman Hanson. Bridgewater-Raynham, of course, members of the Southeast Conference. For King Philip, they come into tonight's matchup with an overall record of 3 wins, 11 losses, and 2 draws. And they are riding a 9-match losing streak. Their last win came on September 27th. It was a 3-1 win against the Canton Bulldogs. And King Philip playing in the Kelly Rex division in the Hockomock League. And that's a little summary on our 2 teams here this evening. Bridgewater-Raynham looking for win number 5 and keep that 3-match unbeaten streak going to 4 matches. As we said, a chilly night here from Bridgewater-Raynham. Although it's a good night if you're going to be running around for 80-plus minutes, as these young men will be doing here this evening. Couple minutes in, still no score. Free kick coming up here for the Trojans. Sean Catino to take the free kick from the Trojans. High arcing ball into the box. It's going to be headed away by King Philip, and that's going to be a throw-in here for the Trojans. Gio Andre to throw this one in. Looks like he was trying to throw it in quickly. That found the right foot of Josh Maysfield. Bridgewater-Raynham still has possession. Maysfield plays that one back for Jochakopoulos. Plays that one up ahead, trying to find Gio Andre. BR still with possession here. Daryl Quist now trying to split 2 Warrior defenders. And it's defended nicely. However, Bridgewater-Raynham still has possession in a weak attempt there from Trevor Convent. King Philip now will start this one off towards the far side of the pitch. Able to find the feet of Ethan Hancock, but plays that one back. Trying to find Hancock again, a little too far for him, and now intercepted by Bridgewater-Raynham. Trojans here with another good look, although it's dispossessed temporarily by King Philip. Good pass right there from Convent. Shot into the net, or on net, I should say, but an easy save for Connor O'Reilly. Riley boots this one into the night sky, just over midfield. Bounces once, and is headed forward for Stephen Griffin. Griffin, though, gets dispossessed. Nice defensive work from Owen Green. Still can't be cleared out. Now finally is able to. Trevor Convent plays that one up on the far side, looking for a streaking Sean Catino. Catino gets it, pulls it back. Catino loses balance just for a second there. Is able to maintain it. Great work here from Sean Catino. Passes that towards the middle for Maysfield. A little too far for him. And it's dispossessed, and King Philip plays this one up ahead temporarily. And now BR has possession. Played up ahead by Nico Georgakopoulos. And he will, in fact, throw this one in for the Trojans. Said Bridgewater-Raynham honoring 8 seniors tonight. We had a handball there on Daryl Quist. Seniors on this year's Bridgewater-Raynham boys soccer squad is Josh Maysfield, Daryl Quist, Sean Catino, Gio Andre, Trevor Convent, Owen Green, Joe Broad, and James Nichols, your 8 seniors on this year's BR Boys Soccer Club. I know he said before, the record for BR 4-10-2, and you say maybe not a great season, but like I said though, 3-match unbeaten streak, and they're getting warm when the weather gets a little bit cooler. We hope everyone stayed safe and warm during the nor'easter that struck a few days ago and took down a lot of trees, and I think it was somewhere said that about 90% of the South Shore of Massachusetts lost electricity, so hope everyone out there that is watching and listening is staying safe and warm, and hopefully you've got your electricity back. Just under 35 minutes remaining here in the first half. BR Boys Soccer Senior Night here from Bridgewater-Raynham. Brian Berard here with you on BTV's coverage. We thank you for listening and watching. Girls soccer, they had their senior night a few weeks ago. They did. So a lot of their games for the end of the season for the girls are on the road. An opportunity here for King Philip headed away, but clearly not out completely. Georgia Coppolis tries to head it out. Still not out. Still up in the air. Bridgewater-Raynham still hasn't been able to fully clear this one out. King Philip threatening here just outside the 18, and a shot on net goes well wide. Matthew Crago on the shot for King Philip. And James Nichols, one of the 8 seniors, passes that one off. BR brings this one up on the near side, brought up by Owen Green. Looks to find the feet of Sean Catino, finds it. Catino plays that one back. Now Georgia Coppolis plays that in the middle for Maysfield. Maysfield gets dispossessed though, but wins the ball back here for the Trojans. Tyler Morera plays that one off towards the far side for Joe Broad. Little 1-on-2 there for King Philip, and they're able to win possession. Daryl Quist giving chase. King Philip trying to get this out of their own defensive third, and they're finally able to do so with a little give and go here on the near touch line, and that goes just out of bounds, so that'll be a throw in here for the Trojans. Sean McCarthy couldn't quite keep that one in for King Philip. Catino now. Great ball in towards the middle, looking for Convent. A little too far for him, and King Philip's able to clear this one out. Now an opportunity here for King Philip, but it would have been a 1-on-4. Had to wait for reinforcements. A little give and go try. Asking for the handball is the Warriors, and they are not going to get it. Through ball would have been a nice pass if it got through to Daryl Quist, but good defensive work here from King Philip to prevent that opportunity for Bridgewater-Raynham. Of course, they are playing on a very, I would say, fairly brand new turf here at BR. Girls soccer team was actually the first BR team to play on the brand new turf, which caused the BR football team to have a few home games to be played at neutral sites as they were redoing the turf here at BR. And looks so beautiful. It's very soft from the few experiences that I've had, but of course you expect that out of some brand new turf. And so hopefully we get this turf field to last 10 years, maybe even longer here at Bridgewater-Raynham, as the old turf was the original turf from the high school that was opened in 2007. So that turf overlived, let's say, its life expectancy. As the Trojans here have an opportunity in the box, opportunity towards the top of it, and no one was home there for the Trojans. Outlived, that's what I was trying to say, outlived, not overlived. Outlived its life expectancy, the original turf did. Sometimes you just get those brain farts and you don't know what words you got to say. Give you a little Michael Scott reference from The Office. You just kind of keep talking and hopefully the words come to you. Be a free kick here for the Trojans. Nice headband game going on here from Tyler Morera, almost like a Karate Kid type of headband going on. Trojans have it in the box. Daryl Quist now. Quist, good footwork. Quist, shot on net, far post and goes in! Daryl Quist puts the Trojans on the board with just over a half hour remaining in the first half. Excellent footwork right there from Daryl Quist, the senior forward on this BR boys soccer squad. Just determined to get through there, and he actually had to beat, I believe, 3 King Philip Warrior defenders and put it far post. And there was nothing that Connor O'Reilly could do, and the Trojans take a 1-0 lead. Waiting on the restart here, and we finally get the go-ahead from the referee. 1-0 BR on Daryl Quist's far post goal. Just over a half hour remaining in the first half. Seems like in the early going here, Bridgewater-Raynham has really dominated possession, and they've had some good looks in the attacking third. King Philip had one decent opportunity, and BR couldn't really clear it out, but they eventually did. And we have a 1-0 game, and here we go. King Philip right back at it again, and no one home. And Gio Andre will corral that one. Tries to clear it. That one actually went off of Dermot Amarin. And Amarin now in a good battle with Gio Andre. And Andre plays that one up for Sean Catino. Good footwork right here. A little bit of hold. You can see that from a mile away, the jersey pull right there from Dermot Amarin. And a quick restart here for the Trojans. Into the box, no one home. Little too far for Daryl Quist, the lone goal scorer here in tonight's match. Under a half hour remaining here from the regional. 1-0 Bridgewater-Raynham, courtesy of a Daryl Quist goal. See if King Philip can get the equalizer here in the first half. Some short passes here for King Philip. Now a long ball towards the middle of the field. Looks like they may have been trying to find Amarin. Little too far for him. Now plays this one towards the middle of the field again. McCarthy plays that one up, and Morera dispossesses him there. Looks like a lot of the offense are going to try and get the ball to number 10, Stephen Griffin, as you see him in the middle of the field making a run. Shot on net. That's actually going to be blocked by Trevor Convent. Nice work right there from Aiden Sullivan. Dispossesses King Philip and plays that one up on the far side. Looking for Daryl Quist again. Quist in a foot race. Gets tripped up, and we are going to get a foul called. Foul will be on Thomas Meter Jr. for King Philip. Just saw right there Daryl Quist, the goal scorer for BR. Sean Catino, one of the tri-captains on this year's BR Soccer Club. Looks like he may be taking the free kick. So there's a couple of options there as Joe Broad now comes in. Josh Maysfield, is there. And the official is going to come over here and make sure that King Philip wall is where it's supposed to be. So it'll either be Maysfield or Catino to take this. Catino doesn't go for it. Maysfield chips this one in towards the far post. Little too far for Gio Andrade. And that'll be a goal kick coming up here for Connor O'Reilly. BR dispossesses it. Daryl Quist again. And he's going to get dispossessed right there by John Pfeiffer. Brother Luke also plays on the team. They're both seniors. And King Philip plays that one up ahead on the far side. No one home. James Nichols will send this one high into the night sky here at BR. Bounces a couple of times. Catino trying to get in on it, and that's going to be cleared out. Now that's going to be kept alive by Aiden Sullivan. Sullivan gets past his man, goes towards the byline, crosses, and that's going to be easily cleared out by Thomas Meter. Georgia Coppolis throws this one in on the far side. Again, Aiden Sullivan tries to get to the byline, does, and I believe that's going to be a goal kick. It is going to be a goal kick for King Philip. Thomas Meter to take this one for the Warriors. Pretty good boot from Meter towards the far touch line, and that's going to go out of bounds. And Joe Broad is going to throw this one in quickly and turns it over to King Philip. Looking for any sort of help was Ethan Hancock. Trojans here looking again. Catino shot in, and that's easily corralled by Connor O'Reilly. Caleb Cassetta-Waxman has this one on the far touchline, plays that up ahead, and that's going to be deflected out of bounds by Aiden Sullivan, junior midfielder on this BR roster. One of 3 juniors on this varsity club this season for Bridgewater-Raynham. We approach the 25-minute mark in the first half. 1 goal scored by Daryl Quist with about a half hour left in the first half and around the 30-minute mark. And that's the only goal that we have here tonight. Here on senior night is the Trojans, as we've mentioned a few times, honoring 8 seniors. We saw the pregame ceremony. Also have some photos of tonight's game on the BTV social pages. As Cassetta-Waxman tries to win possession of this one. Tyler Marrera trying to dispossess him at any cost and gets called for the foul. So there'll be a free kick, a quick free kick taken right here by King Philip. Cassetta-Waxman has it again. And another defensive battle with Aiden Sullivan. Plays it off towards the far side. King Philip plays this one up, and it's going to be dispossessed. Owen Green in a little bit of trouble. Owen Green. Oh, he'll take that. A King Philip attacker falls to the ground. That was Matthew Crago. Crago now crossed into the box. Cassetta-Waxman can't get enough on it, and is cleared out by the Trojans. Good opportunity there from King Philip to try to tie it up, and they maintain possession. Cassetta-Waxman just couldn't get enough power on the crossing attempt, and it was cleared out by the Trojans. Now that's sent back in by Daniel Fifolt off of Cassetta-Waxman. Finally won by Trevor Convent. Convent plays this one up ahead, looking for Daryl Quist. Can Quist win the race? He cannot. A little too far for him. And Connor O'Reilly is going to quickly reset here for the Warriors. Daniel Fifolt plays that one off towards the far side. Back over to Fifolt. Fifolt plays this one up ahead again. Back over to Fifolt. Getting those pass accuracy numbers up. Nice little give and go right there, but it was even better work from Gio Andre to get in the way there. Quist finds Catino. Catino goes right foot. Dribbles through 4 King Philip defenders. Catino shot just wide. Great dribbling right there from Sean Catino. He had to go through 4 King Philip defenders and shot it and almost beat Connor O'Reilly far post. That'll be a goal kick. Great work right there from Sean Catino. This game remains 1-0 in favor of the Trojans. O'Reilly's Kaboot. Yep, that's right. I said Kaboot. I went to go with kick, and then mid-word, I said, no, let's go with boot instead. It happens. But I digress. Back over to Cassetta-Waxman now. Cassetta-Waxman plays this one up ahead. Looking. Had a man. I believe he was looking for Tommy Lemuschio. A little tricky with this King Philip roster. It's not done in numerical order, nor is it done in alphabetical order. It's just done in order by your grade. So apologies on any delays for King Philip names. This will be a throw in here for the Trojans. Broad, one of the seniors, throws this one in. Tyler Marrera gets dispossessed, wins it back though for the Trojans. Marrera, step over, little contact, no call. That's clearly won by Matthew Thompson. Plays that one off towards the far side. A lot of action on the far side of the pitch here in the first half with just under 21 minutes remaining. The 1-goal scorer, Daryl Quist. About 10 minutes in. Good hit right there, except wrong type of footballs. Casetta Waxman goes down around midfield, so it'll be a free kick coming up here for King Philip. Free kick taken by Thomas Meter. Pass that off towards the far side of the field. In towards the middle. Casetta Waxman almost setting up a pick, if you will, I guess, but didn't quite work. Daryl Quist now trying to beat 3 King Philip defenders. Is able to do so. Has no help right now, though. Finds Sean Catino, though. Catino plays this one off towards the far side for Aiden Sullivan. Sullivan back to Catino. Good footwork right there from Catino trying to win the ball back. And a little bit of a jersey pull and a foul on Catino. It'll be a free kick. In a defensive battle with Ethan Hancock. Grego has this. Plays this back. Outside foot. Good pass right there. He's able to find Stephen Griffin now. Back over to Casetta Waxman. Casetta Waxman pulls this one back towards the middle of the field. Passes that one up. Nice through ball right here from King Philip into the box. A shot, and it's a save for James Nichols. First real action that James Nichols has seen so far in the first half. Keeps this at a 1-0 game in favor of the Trojans. King Philip, though, on the attack yet again. Pass over to the right, no one home. That was Tommy Lumuschio on the pass. Broad now. Finds Aiden Sullivan. Sullivan. Stride for stride up on the far side. That is going to be dispossessed, though, by Tommy Lumuschio. Casetta Waxman now. Plays this one up ahead. A dummy, although Bridgewater-Raynham has possession as Catino gets it. A little bit of contact, no call, and Bridgewater-Raynham sends this one up and clears it out. And Thomas Meter now has it. Meter plays that one off towards the far touchline. Finds Daniel Fafolt. Plays this one back for Meter. Meter goes towards the middle of the field. Finds his man, John Pfeiffer. Fafolt now. Looking for any sort of help. Fafolt pulls this one back. Finds Casetta Waxman. Casetta Waxman's now going to play this one off. The left foot. Passes that one over to Sean McCarthy, but gets dispossessed by Gio Andre. Bridgewater-Raynham now trying to start a counterattack, although they lose it. King Philip has it again, plays this one up ahead. King Philip is doing a good job of, getting towards the box as they finally now get into the box. 2 defenders here now. Cross into the box, look good, but cleared out by the Trojans. Casetta Waxman now. Will he give it a go? Casetta Waxman knows he's going to pass this one into the box. A little give and go. Casetta Waxman into the box, has to beat 3 Trojans defenders can. He's going to pull this one out of the box. A little bit of collision there amongst 3 players. No call. Casetta Waxman tries to pull off the dummy and the pull down. The nutmeg. He's able to pull down Owen Green. They'll be called for the foul, so it'll be a free kick here for the Trojans. Owen Green takes the free kick. Passes that one up for Tyler Marrera. Gio Andre now. Finds it, gets it. Give and go with Catino and Andre. Andre a little too far for him, though, and that's going to be won by King Philip. That's John Pfeiffer. Fafolt now towards the far touchline. 3 Trojans defenders. Smart move playing it back. King Philip, I think, has settled down here, especially with possession in the midfield. They look very strong. Here they are again. Another opportunity into the box here for the Warriors. Left foot shot, and nice diving save right there from James Nichols. And he's able to corral the rebound. Another good save from James Nichols. Couple of good saves for the senior goalkeeper here in the first half. A little over 15 and a half minutes remaining here in the first half. Bridgewater-Raynham with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of a Daryl Quist goal. About 9.5 minutes into the first half. That's been the only scoring here on senior night as the Trojans honor 8 seniors from this year's squad, looking for their 5th win on the season. And that's going to be the first corner kick. BR riding a 3-match unbeaten streak, 2 wins, 1 tie, looking to add to that, make it a 4-match unbeaten streak. We have 15 minutes remaining here. Cassetta Waxman looks like, nope, he's going to hand off the corner to Sean McCarthy, the left-footed Sean McCarthy. McCarthy plays a short corner to Cassetta Waxman. Back over to McCarthy now. McCarthy crosses into the box. No one's there, and it's going to be an easy save for James Nichols. Nichols gets rid of this one, finds Catino. Catino goes 1-on-2, has Daryl Quist also towards the middle of the field. Catino in a race, now pulls this one back, flicks that in towards the box, and that's going to be defended nicely by King Philip. That's cleared out by Ethan Hancock. Fault. Plays that back towards the middle of the field. Able to find Sean McCarthy. Cassetta Waxman. Contact. Cassetta Waxman calls for the foul. Gets the foul call. And it's going to be a quick restart here for King Philip. 14 minutes left as the Warriors have it on the far touchline. A little too far. And that's going to be corralled by Gio Andre. Looking for Quist, and a little too far for him. I beg your pardon, they're actually going to call him offside. So it'll be a free kick coming up here for King Philip. They'll play that off towards the far side of the field, looking for Daniel Fifolt. Back over to Fifolt now. Fifolt tries to sneak that one by Aiden Sullivan. Can't, and Sullivan plays that one up ahead. Catino now in a run. Catino wins it. Catino in all alone. Catino shot. Scores! Sean Catino doubles the lead for the Trojans as they take a 2-0 lead with 13 minutes left in the first half here on senior night. Sean Catino got behind the defenders, and all he had to do was beat Connor O'Reilly and was able to do so again, far post, and the Trojans take a 2-0 lead. I believe that was Aiden Sullivan that was kind of the spark plug to that play with the nice defensive work on the far touchline to play it up for Sean Catino. And we're restarting here. 2-0 Bridgewater-Raynham. Goals from Daryl Quist and from Sean Catino. Both seniors on this year's squad. King Philip going to try and, I think for King Philip, if they can cut this lead in half just before halftime, that would be great. There's plenty of soccer left to be played here, though. Gio Andre now finds this on the near side. Able to find Marrera. Marrera in a battle, gets dispossessed. Still being a pest, though, on the defensive side, and Andre has this now one for the Trojans for George Akopoulos, and he plays that one high. Bounce around. Kyle Perez-McGee couldn't quite locate that one. As Owen Green passes that one back for Broad. Broad's able to find Aiden Cullinane now. Cullinane plays that one up for Macefield. Macefield looking for Gio Andre. Finds Andre. Andre trying to force that one up ahead, and that ball, ooh. They went out of the touchline, so it'll be a throw in here for the Trojans. Macefield, one of those 8 seniors, throws this one in. Finds the feet of Sean Catino, back to Macefield. Plays that one for Marrera. Find the feet of Perez McGee. Plays that one back. Some nice passing here. Oh, nutmeg. Looking for Gio Andre. Can't quite connect with him. Looking for the foul, and no calls given. It's cleared out by King Philip. Headed forward. Contact, and I believe there's going to be a foul called. There is. Foul is going to be called on Tyler Marrera, as we said. Excuse me, I believe I said there was 3 juniors. There's 4 juniors on this BR varsity squad. Aiden Sullivan, Tyler Marrera, Nico Georgikopoulos, and Connor Mahoney, the 4 juniors. 1 sophomore, it's Tommy Hammond, goalkeeper. And 1 freshman, Aiden Cullinane, whose name's been called a couple of times. Catino now. Plenty of space. Plays this one up ahead. No one home. Looks like he was trying to find Aiden Cullinane, freshman. Now Aiden Sullivan plays this one back. If you hear the name Tommy Hammond, you think, that name sounds familiar? Well, it should. Jason Hammond, the head coach of this BR boys soccer team. Hammond's been involved with Bridgewater youth soccer for a long, long time. It's Trojans now looking for goal number 3. Maysfield passes that one up for Gio Andre. Andre looks like he's going to try. Nope, he couldn't quite get the cross over. That's going to be a goal kick. Approaching 10 minutes left in the first half. 2-0 lead for the Trojans. Goals by Daryl Quist and Sean Catino. Perez McGee gets dispossessed. Plays this one up ahead. King Philip. King Philip, very good with the ball in the midfield, I would have to say, so far in the first half. Reverses field, goes towards the far side. And trying to get past Joe Broad. They couldn't, and he wins possession there. Matthew Crago Jr. for this King Philip squad. Sullivan brings this one up on the far touchline. Step over. Now she's going to play that one up ahead, looking for Perez McGee, too far for him. As King Philip wins possession here in the neutral third of the field. Under 10 minutes left here. From Bridgewater-Raynham on senior night, Brian Berard here with you. Also got to give a shout out to John Luck on the camera, on top of the press box. Going through the elements, a little cold, a little windy up there, and we thank John Luck. Of course, John will also be on the field tomorrow for Bridgewater State University's senior day, their football team's senior day. And has to go help out DJ Jeff Fowler with the wedding. So busy weekend here for John Luck. So we thank him for his continued effort. Is Sean Catino now in a run and contact, and Catino can't keep it on his feet. He's frustrated with himself. Would have had a good look. And it's going to be a corner kick awarded here to the Trojans with just over 8 minutes left in the first half. Looks like this corner is going to be taken by Owen Green. Green's corner goes near post, headed out by the Warriors, and finally is going to be cleared out with some pace. King Philip up the field, a trip. Is able to get the ball off though to Stephen Griffin. Griffin now looks across him into the box and too far. He was looking for a streaking Tommy Lamuschio, sophomore on this King Philip team. A lot of seniors for King Philip. They have 12 seniors on this year's squad. It's a lot. Senior-laden team, as we said. They're looking for their 4th win on the season, their first win since September 27th, which was a 3-1 win over Canton. And defense has been kind of an issue for King Philip. They've allowed 40 goals this season, and they've only scored 20, so a goal differential of negative 20 for the King Philip Warriors, and right now it's at negative 2. So as we stand right now, live standings or live stats, a negative 22 goal differential. As Nichols is able to corral that one. Slings this one over towards the near side for Gio Andre. Andre, right foot, now tries to play this one back. He's going to pass it with his left foot. Perez McGee. I beg your pardon. That was Nico Georgakopoulos that had that pass, actually. Now this one's played up by Owen Green. Finds Sean Catino. Catino's been all over the pitch here for the Trojans. Oh, nice spin move from Sean Catino. Catino still in a battle for the ball. Still in a battle. Good slide tackle right there. To clear that was Sean McCarthy. Nice spin move, though, from Sean Catino. I would have been dizzy. I'm still dizzy, actually, looking at that. And that one goes out of bounds. That one off of Sean McCarthy. Oh, they're going to say it was a high kick, actually. So it's going to be a free kick coming up here for the Trojans. As Tyler Marrero, with the excellent headband, is going to take this free kick for the Trojans. Just over 5.5 minutes left in the first half. A 2-0 lead for the Trojans. Goals from Daryl Quist and Sean Catino. McCarthy plays this one up on the near side for Meter. Back to McCarthy. Nope. I beg your pardon. This is John Pfeiffer who plays this one up. Able to find Stephen Griffin now. Griffin, 2 defenders. Gets dispossessed from Perez McGee. Perez McGee looks to split 2 defenders. Does in a foot race. And he's going to lose that foot race. And it goes out of bounds off of him, so it'll be a throw-in here for King Philip. That was John Pfeiffer who was in the foot race with. And we have a couple of substitutions coming on for BR and for King Philip. As Daryl Quist checks back in for the Trojans. Just over 4.5 minutes left here in the first half on senior night. Bridgewater-Raynham honoring 8 seniors for this year's squad. And they have one more game, which is on the road, which they'll play tomorrow morning against Sandwich. Plays towards the far side of the field for King Philip. Able to find the feet of Ethan Hancock. Plays that one up ahead. Back over to Hancock now. Hancock with the right foot passes that one back. Dangerous pass, but able to get that one back for King Philip. Plays this one up towards the far side of the field. Pulls that one back. Able to find the right foot of Andrew Seropian. Griffin now. Back over to Seropian. Left foot plays this one up ahead towards the near touchline. Default couldn't quite get that one, and that's cleared out, and that's going to be a throw-in for King Philip. Andrew Seropian throws this one in quickly for Sean McCarthy. Reverses play, goes towards the far touchline. Nice move. Shot, and that's going to be blocked. Another block shot here for the Trojans, and now Aiden Sullivan has it. Seems like the Trojans haven't had possession in a little bit. Daryl Quist now, the first goal scorer, has possession, has plenty of green. Plays this towards the middle of the field for Maysfield. Maysfield plays this off towards the near side for Catino. Catino has a streaking Andre, doesn't go to him. A lot of open green here for Catino. Now finds Andre, a little too far. Looks like he may have been caught up with the official there, but no protest from Andre, so it'll just be a throw in here for the Warriors. Said a little bit of a chilly, windy night here at Bridgewater-Raynham Regional High Schools. We're going to throw in here from Joe Broad on the far touchline. Some players with the long sleeves, I don't blame them. Some players toughing it out with the short sleeves. I mean, it makes sense. You're running around. I mean, eventually your body temperature is going to get up. You're going to get a little sweaty. But I understand if you want to wear the sleeves, a little chilly. Especially if you're not playing in the entire game. Maysfield now has it. Feels like he hasn't come off at all, and he's got the long sleeves. Also, too, another reason, I think, for the long sleeves as well, other than the weather, that turf field, if you fall on it, can definitely cut up your elbows. So I understand the sleeves from that perspective as well. We've got a nice play from the fans to stop that one. Save percentage of 1,000. The fan down there was able to save it. As the clock has now struck 2 minutes, and the clock will stop, and the final 2 minutes will be up to the referee's discretion. Played high in the night sky, bounces one. It's headed up again by Sean Griffin, and it's going to be finally headed out, yes it is, by Owen Green. Quick throw in from Griffin now. Griffin has plenty of field for cross if he wants it. Passes that one up, and a poor touch right there from Andrew Seropian. And now Bridgewater-Raynham. Can they get one final push here to get their third goal of the first half? As BR plays this one back broad. As he's going to dribble this back and pass it back to his goalkeeper, James Nichols. Nichols, oh, a little dangerous play from Nichols. No, he still doesn't have it. Nichols, a shot, and it's deflected. I couldn't see who that went off of. I believe Owen Green may have actually stopped that attempt. Poor play there from James Nichols, but the Trojans get away with it with under 2 minutes left in the first half. Throw in here for the Trojans on the far side. Aiden Sullivan looking for a quick throw, was able to find it. Finds Daryl Quist. Quist on the far touchline, keeps it in bounds. Quist in a foot race, pulls it back. Looking for any help in the middle of the field. Now Quist is going to slowly pass it towards the far touchline. Now passed up. Looking for Aiden Sullivan. Sullivan's cross is going to be deflected out for a corner kick. BR's got to hurry up here. Again, with the clock stopped, you're up to the ref's discretion. Aiden Sullivan to take the corner. This may be the last play of the first half. Sullivan high towards the middle, headed out. Another opportunity. Broad sends that in, and that is the halftime whistle as the Trojans have a 2-0 lead, courtesy of Daryl Quist and Sean Catino. When we come back on the other side of the break, we'll have the second half action. You're watching BR Boys Soccer on BTV. Second half action, from Bridgewater-Raynham Regional High School here on senior night. BR with a 2-0 lead coming into the second half, courtesy of first half goals from Daryl Quist and Sean Catino. I will say that after rewatching Sean Catino's goal, I said that it was a far post, but actually went towards the near post on his second goal. So far post goal for Daryl Quist and a near side post for Sean Catino's goal. King Philip will look to at least get one goal and maybe even tie it up to end their 9-game losing streak. Of course, Bridgewater-Raynham going for a 4-match unbeaten streak. As King Philip now brings this one up towards the middle of the field, but gets dispossessed. There's Quist, the first goal scorer here, on his right foot. Goes outside. Now passes that one off for Josh Maysfield. Maysfield plays that one up for Quist in the box. Too far for him, and that's corralled by Connor O'Reilly. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. My name is Brian Berard. Been here with you for the second half here on senior night. It looks like Owen Green was trying to defend that one, letting it go to James Nichols, but just didn't have enough momentum, and so he had to play the ball, and Bridgewater-Raynham has possession here on the near side. It's Broad plays that one up for Catino, the second goal scorer of tonight's match. Catino back to Broad. Broad trying to give and go. Gets dispossessed, but Bridgewater-Raynham's able to clear that one out. That was Joshua Canning that was able to get that one for King Philip. And we will have a free kick coming up here for the Warriors. John Pfeiffer takes a free kick. Back to Pfeiffer, now on towards the near side of the field for King Philip. Again, King Philip. Smart passes they've been making all night in the midfield. Trying to reverse the field. Plays that one towards the far side for Thompson. Now in towards the middle. Cassetta-Waxman. Good move. Cassetta-Waxman into the box. Some contact. And we have 2 players down. One from each squad falls down. And one player from King Philip gets up easily. That's Matthew Crago. And Nico Georgakopoulos stays down. Looks like he may be trying to just retie his boot. Clock's still running, so this is good for Bridgewater-Raynham. Although there's still plenty of soccer left here on senior night as Nichols boots that one into the night sky. Just shy of midfield, bounces once. Playing it for Daryl Quist. Quist now in a battle, wins possession here for the Trojans. He's going to play that off. Nope, thought he was going to play that off to Gio Andre on the far side, keeps it. Now Quist sends that one up ahead. Looking for Trevor Convent, and that's going to be cleared out by King Philip, and that's going to be a corner kick awarded to the Trojans. Looks like Aiden Sullivan, the junior midfielder, will take the corner kick here for the Trojans. That far corner. See a little bit of wind, slightly in Sullivan's face. Left-footed swing towards near post, headed, just far. And that's going to be another corner kick for the Trojans. That looked like that may have almost been an own goal if that went in. Obviously, it would have. And it's a corner kick for the Trojans. It went off of King Philip defender's head. Now Catino will take the right boot, sling this one into the box. Towards the far post, headed out by the Warriors. Bridgewater-Raynham still has possession. Andre plays that one back for Georgakopoulos, gets dispossessed. Now in a foot race on the far touchline. Places one towards the middle of the field. Sent up ahead, that was Joshua Canning who sends that one up, and James Nichols easily corrals that one for the Trojans with just over 35 and a half minutes remaining in the second half. 2 first-half goals for the Trojans, one by Daryl Quist, one by Sean Catino, and that's where we have our 2-0 lead here for the Trojans on senior night. Green plays that one back for Nichols, and Nichols sends this one up towards the middle of the field. Gets dispossessed, though, by King Philip. Nice footwork right there. Trevor Convent going for the interception. Couldn't get it. Played up ahead by Daniel Fifolt. Up towards the far touchline. King Philip couldn't do anything with that opportunity. That was Oliver Blackburn that couldn't quite get the cross in. And it's going to be a corner kick coming up here for King Philip as Caleb Cassetta-Waxman will take. Nope. Well, that's just a quick corner taken. Now Cassetta-Waxman has it. Places off to the right foot. Shot on net, and that's going to go well wide and high. And it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Bridgewater-Raynham. So far in the first 5 minutes, it seems like King Philip has had much more of the better opportunities here, although BR has had a couple, almost had an own goal, which would have made it 3-0, but still remains 2-0 here. Nichols' goal kick, low line drive, kept in by King Philip, and now cleared out by Broad. Catino now trying to win possession. Nice little spin move again, from Catino. Catino gets tripped up, keeps his feet. No call there, ref calls advantage. Morera places in towards the middle of the field for Maysfield. Now back towards the near side. Bridgewater-Raynham trying to play a little bit of keep away now here in the midfield. Now sent up ahead. Daryl Quist in a race, and they said that he's onside. Daryl Quist shot, not a lot on it. I believe that may have also been deflected right there by Andrew Longabardi. They said Daryl Quist was in the onside position, could have been 3-0, but a good job from Longabardi to get the deflection there, and an easy save for Connor O'Reilly. Now, King Philip on the counterattack. Places towards the near side of the field for Canning. Back in the middle for Cassetta-Waxman. Shot, and rather easy save for James Nichols, who was right at him. King Philip seems to be the team that's playing with a lot more urgency here in the second half. Coutinho is able to beat 2, maybe 3 King Philip defenders. Plays that one off for Maysfield. Nice little nutmeg right there from Maysfield. Plays that one up for Gio Andre on the far touchline. Andre can't win possession, and that goes to Daniel Fifolt. Fifolt plays that one up to Craigo. Craigo wanted to go towards the middle of the field, plays it up for Casetta Waxman. Nice little give and go here. Fifolt, excuse me. That's going to be Craigo. Craigo plays this one up into the box again. Cross in there, looked juicy. Still not cleared out. Now finally is cleared out by the Trojans. Opportunity right there for the Warriors, but thwarted by Bridgewater-Raynham. BR trying to win possession here in the neutral third of the field. Cannot. King Philip now has this. Craigo outside of the foot. Looks for Casetta Waxman. Finds him just outside the box. Casetta Waxman looking for anything. Just towards the top of the box. Good defensive work here from the Trojans. Towards the middle of the field. Craigo's shot gets blocked by Joe Broad, and that's cleared out by the Trojans, but King Philip looks to reset their offense right here. Another opportunity. Craigo beats a couple of defenders. Top of the box here for King Philip. A little bit of contact, no call. Good defensive work here from Tyler Morera. And there's finally now going to be the free kick coming up here for King Philip. Like Caleb Casetta Waxman will take this free kick. Joining him is also Sean McCarthy, 2 seniors. It looks like Casetta Waxman will take the free kick. Free kick into the box, just goes over the crossbar, and that'll be a goal kick. Good opportunity, a good strike there from Caleb Casetta Waxman. Went just over the bar, may have gone just a little wide too, but still a very good opportunity and shot from Caleb Casetta Waxman, the senior. Approaching now 30 minutes left in the second half. BR still with a 2-0 lead. Goals courtesy of Gerald Quist and Sean Coutinho. King Philip looking to cut the lead in half. Good clearance right there. I believe that was from Tyler Morera. King Philip looks, again, they look like the team that's on the attack, the team that's playing with a little bit more urgency here in the second half. That's not surprising. Down 2-0 at the half. Opportunity into the box. Another opportunity shot, and that's going to be saved by James Nichols. He's had to make a couple of nice saves here so far in the first 10 or so minutes of the second half. Second half has James Nichols. Coutinho now has this. Tries to defeat 3 King Philip defenders. Plays that one off towards the right foot and gets dispossessed, but wins the ball back for the Trojans. Coutinho plays that for Trevor Convent. Back to Coutinho. Good diving attempt, or sliding attempt, I should say, but still finds the right foot of Josh Maysfield. Maysfield plays that one up for Gio Andre. A little too far for him, and that's played back for Connor O'Reilly. And O'Reilly sends that one out of bounds towards the far side. Said it's senior night here at Bridgewater-Raynham. The Trojan Soccer Club honors 8 seniors, and they saw that in the pregame ceremonies. One of those seniors is James Nichols, the goalkeeper, who's made some stellar saves throughout tonight's match, especially here, though, in the second half. As Nico Georgakopoulos will throw this one in, looking for Gio Andre. Little too far for him, maybe. No, Andre keeps it alive, but McCarthy is going to win possession here for King Philip and plays that one up for Casetta Waxman. Casetta Waxman trying to beat 4 Trojans defenders, though 2 of them back off. Garrow Quist was giving him a little bit of trouble there, but is able to find Craigo. Craigo towards the middle of the field. Again, another opportunity here, but pass is just a little too far. Now cross into the box, but that's going to be headed out, or excuse me, played off the chest by Broad. That was Joshua Canning that tried to have that corner. A little bit of a contact here. Sean Coutinho has a couple of choice words for Andrew Longobardi. Didn't necessarily get off him in the most reasonable amount of time. They may have had a balance issue. But we play on. Gio Andre now on the far touchline. Plays that one back for Maysfield. Maysfield plays that up ahead, looking for Catino, and McCarthy wins the race there. Nice turn there from McCarthy. One of the captains on this year's squad finds Cassetta Waxman, another captain on this year's squad. Crago now looking for a runner. Sends it, but that's going to be deflected by Josh Maysfield, and Gio Andre is able to corral it there. It's Georgia Kopoulos now looking for any sort of help. Splits 3 King Philip defenders. Catino now is going to dribble this towards far side. Finds Gio Andre on the far touchline. Andre tried to turn, gets dispossessed though. Crago plays that one up ahead. Able to find Oliver Blackburn. This one rolls harmlessly to James Nichols as he waits for a streaking Blackburn to get there before picking it up. Seems like Bridgewater-Raynham really hasn't had any decent looks inside the attacking third for quite some time here. It's been all King Philip here so far in the second half, and that's going to be a goal kick coming up here for Bridgewater-Raynham. Oh no, they're going to say it's a corner kick. Corner kick coming up here for King Philip. I thought that went off of a King Philip player, but they're going to say that it is a corner kick. Looks like Caleb Cassetta-Waxman plays that one quick for McCarthy. Back for Cassetta-Waxman, goes into the box, trip, and there's the foul call in the box. A penalty kick coming up here for the Trojans, and that is huge for King Philip. Well, now the referees are going to confer here. Are they going to say that this was not out? I thought this was in the box. Let's take a look here. We'll zoom in. Yeah, there's contact in the box. I mean, it's in the box. I mean, there really wasn't a lot of contact. Referee is going to his pocket for a yellow card. Oh, and they're giving it to Caleb Cassetta-Waxman. Whoa, what a big turn here for Bridgewater-Raynham. As you see, Red Nation gets up for that call. They're going to give the yellow card to Caleb Cassetta-Waxman for embellishment in the box. And it'll be a free kick for the Trojans. Oh, and just when you thought that King Philip may have got back into this game and they were going to get a penalty kick, as Caleb Cassetta-Waxman is pleading his case, the ref's not having it. And Michael O'Neill, the head coach for King Philip, not happy with the overturn of the call, pleading his case with the officials. So it was clearly in the box. There was some contact, but not enough to draw the penalty. And that would have been a tricky one. And I think this is one of those instances where if that happens anywhere outside of the box, I think that's still going to be a foul and it's going to be a free kick for King Philip. But because it's in the box, a lot of times referees tend to give the benefit of the doubt to the defending team. And of course, Caleb Cassetta-Waxman now has to be subbed off, but he'll be allowed to come back into the match. Michael O'Neill not happy, understandably. Caleb Cassetta-Waxman, understandably not happy. Like I said, there was some contact. There absolutely was some contact. And I think if that's outside the box, that's definitely a free kick for King Philip. But inside the box, that's a tricky one to call and then turn over. The referees got together, though, and said that it was a bit of embellishment on the side of Caleb Cassetta-Waxman, and Bridgewater-Raynham restarts with a 2-0 lead again. Let's see who benefits from this call the most. Bridgewater-Raynham has the ball now in the attacking third. Gio Andre trying to split 3 defenders. Still wins possession. Gio Andre. Great work from Gio Andre. Gets kicked in the leg. Comes up favoring that left leg a little bit. Maybe got a cleat to the left calf. He'll jog it off. As Connor O'Reilly places one towards the far touchline. Finds Daniel Fifult. Looks like we have a stoppage here. Had to redo the free kick, and that whole time the clock was running, so that's good for Bridgewater-Raynham. 25 minutes left goals from Daryl Quist and Sean Catino, and what could have been a penalty kick for King Philip was overturned, and they gave a yellow card to Cassetto Waxman for embellishment inside the 18. That's a huge turning point here in the second half here for Bridgewater-Raynham. Free kick, looking for Daryl Quist, a little too far for him. Matthew Thompson plays that one up ahead. Gets dispossessed. Sean Catino now in a foot race with Stephen Griffin. Looking for Daryl Quist. Finds Quist. Quist tries to get around the defender. Can't. That was Daniel Fifolt on the defensive work. Aiden Cullinane, though. Cape's possession here for the Trojans. Quist turns around, gets to the byline. And that's going to be a corner kick for the Trojans. Aiden Sullivan, junior midfielder, to take this one for the Trojans. His left-footed boot into the box, and an easy save for Connor O'Reilly. Looking to bend that in towards the far post. If he had a little bit more mustard on it, he could have. But King Philip now on the counterattack. That's well too far. And that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Bridgewater-Raynham. I thought that was way too far for Oliver Blackburn, but Blackburn was actually in a foot race and almost won it. Actually, they're going to call the foul on Blackburn, so it's going to be a free kick coming up here for the Trojans. And referees talking to Sean Catino of Bridgewater-Raynham and Oliver Blackburn of King Philip, telling them both to knock it off. Some choice words for each other. Been a little bit of a chippy game here tonight on senior night between Bridgewater-Raynham and King Philip. Blackburn played that one in for James Nichols and easily corralled. We got a throw in on the far touchline for King Philip, and Daniel Fifolt will throw this one in. Fifolt finds Matthew Crago. Crago runs into Sean Catino, but still maintains possession. Catino in a battle with him, and a foul called on Catino, so it'll be a free kick. A little shove to the back. Getting a little chippy here in the second half between Bridgewater-Raynham and King Philip. Now King Philip here, opportunity, but that's going to be cleared out by Maysfield. Low finds the feet of Hancock. Turn, finds Blackburn. Blackburn, a little bit of a shoulder. Still can't get it. Cassetto Waxman gets fouled, and this is going to be a yellow card now for Owen Green. So a yellow card for King Philip and a yellow card for Bridgewater-Raynham in the second half. And Owen Green will have to come out, but again, he'll be able to be subbed back in. Coming in for him is Tyler Marrera. It looks like Sean Catino also trying to plead his case, along with Stephen Griffin. So regardless, we're going to have a free kick here for King Philip in a pretty good spot outside of the 18-yard box. Looks like Caleb Cassetta-Waxman will take this free kick. His free kick and goes wide right. That goes high as well. I believe that went off of the field goal post. Get another shot of Red Nation coming out to cheer out the boys soccer club here on senior night. Probably one of the best fan sections in all of high school sports in Massachusetts is Red Nation of Bridgewater-Raynham. Always very supportive of their sports here at BR. Love to see them come out, especially on a chilly and breezy night here at Bridgewater-Raynham. Brian Berard here with you. John Luck doing the excellent camera work on top of the press box, braving the elements. So we thank John for his hard work here at BTV this evening. I'm Brian Berard. Got about 20 minutes left, a 2-0 lead here for BR, courtesy of goals from Daryl Quist and Sean Catino. King Philip had a penalty kick called back and a yellow card was issued and resulted in a free kick for the Trojans. Although here in the second half, it's been pretty much all King Philip. They've had a couple of good opportunities. See if Bridgewater-Raynham can keep the clean sheet, though. One of the few opportunities that Bridgewater-Raynham has had in the attacking third here in the second half. Aiden Sullivan tries to pick that one off, can't. King Philip now has this, plays this one up for Stephen Griffin on the near side. Stephen Griffin looking for Blackburn. Contact, both fall down. As Trevor Convent and Blackburn fall down. And that's going to be a throw-in for King Philip. Finds Stephen Griffin, looking for a cross. Now finds Blackburn. His cross low on the ground. And there's going to be either a foul or an offside. So we get a free kick coming up here for the Trojans. And as we have a Trojan down in the box, that looks like that's Gio Andre, and looking at what absolutely great sportsmanship right there from King Philip. See James Nichols stretching out the calf of Gio Andre. As you see Jason Hammond looking on. Looks like Tommy Lamuschio trying to check back in. And you now see Owen Green coming back in for the Trojans. Clock stopped at 19:04. Andre's able to jog off the field. It could maybe just been a little bit of a cramping issue for Gio Andre. And remember, Andre also got hit in the left calf several minutes ago in the and Bridgewater-Raynham's attacking third of the field. So maybe kind of a nagging injury from a few minutes ago. Well, we restart here, and Broad takes the left foot and boots this one towards midfield. Played up ahead. King Philip still has possession. Cassetta-Waxman now has this. Back heel kick, excuse me. King Philip trying to cut this lead in half. Good work here from Crago. Crago shot on net. Oh, goes over the fingertips and in. Beautiful placement for Matthew Crago. Let's take a look here. Has to beat 3 defenders. That you cannot place that more perfectly if you're Matthew Crago. Over the outstretched fingertips of James Nichols. Almost seems like Nichols thought that may have been going high, and then it started to dip. It goes off his fingertips, off the top crossbar, and bounces in. And King Philip, you kind of felt like it was inevitable. They were bound to get a goal here in the second half, and they do, courtesy of Matthew Crago, with 18:36 remaining. Now can BR keep the 2-1 lead, or will King Philip stay on the attack and try and draw this 2-2? It's been all King Philip here in the second half as Daryl Quist starts us off again. King Philip, the second half, is playing like a team with a purpose. Griffin gets dispossessed there from Aiden Sullivan. Still wins possession, though, as Cullinane wins that one for the Trojans, sends that one up ahead. Little too far for Daryl Quist. Now McCarthy plays this one off towards the far side. And Corrego, I believe, plays that off of a Trojans defender. He does, and it'll be a throw-in for Matthew Corrego. King Philip still on the attack, looking to draw even here with Bridgewater-Raynham on senior night, looking to end their 9-match losing streak. Bridgewater-Raynham looking to go to a 4-match unbeaten streak. Cassetta Waxman, good footwork. Little too far in front of him, though, as Maysfield clears that one out, but not completely. McCarthy keeps this alive for King Philip. McCarthy gets tripped up, and it'll be a free kick and another yellow card handed out. That one will be handed out to Nico Georgakopoulos. 3 yellow cards, 3 bookings here in the second half. 2 for Bridgewater-Raynham, 1 for King Philip. So Georgakopoulos will be subbed off. Can only imagine, too, and Tyler Marrera comes back on. Had that penalty kick been awarded to King Philip and had they scored on it, would have been a 2-2 game. And you would have to imagine all the momentum would be in favor of King Philip, but still 2-1 because they gave the yellow card to Caleb Cassetta Waxman for embellishing in the 18-yard box. There's a free kick here. Goes far post, and it goes off of James Nichols, off the byline. So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for King Philip. Luckily, that rebound fell harmlessly behind the byline for the Trojans. As McCarthy and Griffin both there in the near side corner. Looks like McCarthy takes this left-footed swing, goes far post, headed, still on the ground, and finally corralled by James Nichols. Good opportunity there. Now Catino has this on the near touchline. Catino brings this one back. Splits 2 King Philip defenders. Catino looks like he wanted to try and play that towards the middle of the field for Aiden Cullinane, but places one back now for Joe Broad. Oh, dispossess opportunity here for King Philip. Tyler Marrera in on defense, shot, and not much on that shot from Tommy Lamuschio. And another good save from James Nichols. James Nichols has done good here in the second half. He's done more than good. He's done phenomenal. And good defensive work here also from the back four of Bridgewater-Raynham. Make sure that these aren't easy opportunities here for King Philip. They're on the attack again. Maysfield dispossesses though. And we have a foul called, and it'll be a free kick coming up for Bridgewater-Raynham. With 15 minutes remaining, 2 first-half goals from Bridgewater-Raynham, 1 from Daryl Quist, 1 from Sean Catino. A second-half goal from Matthew Corrego on the side of King Philip, which is how we got to this 2-1 score. We thank you for watching and listening here on Bridgewater Television, whether you're watching on Channel 9 or 98 in Bridgewater, Channel 9 in Raynham, or watching on Bridgewater Television's YouTube page. Thank you for watching and listening. My name is Brian Berard. Of course, we have John Luck on the press box doing camera work as Griffin now gets into the box, crosses, and no one's home. And that'll be a throw-in for the Trojans, and we get a timeout here from Senior Day. We'll take 1-2 on the other side of the break. We'll finish the last 14 minutes and 24 seconds of Senior Night. You're watching BR Boys Soccer on BTV. Welcome back to Bridgewater-Raynham Regional High School on Boys Soccer Senior Night. I'm Brian Berard. You're watching BTV's coverage of BR Boys Soccer. It's a 2-1 lead here for the Trojans with under 15 minutes remaining, coming off of a timeout. I think Jason Hammond took that timeout, realizing that the second half has been all King Philip, and another opportunity as James Nichols has stood tall here in the second half. Allowing only one goal, and it was a tricky goal, and it was a great shot from Matthew Corrego. It was dipping down, went over his outstretched fingertips as he jumped, and it was just a beautiful shot from Matthew Corrego to bring it to 2-1. But Bridgewater-Raynham trying to hold on now for the 2-1 victory and get their 5th win on the season. King Philip looking for win number 4 on this season. Stephen Griffin now tries to play that up ahead, and that's going to be deflected by Josh Maysfield. Owen Green trying to position himself so that James Nichols can clean it up, but the ball just didn't roll as fast as they thought it was going to. Remember, this is fairly brand new turf here at Bridgewater-Raynham, so it really hasn't been matted down yet. So the ball may travel a little bit slower than you think it would on turf. Usually on turf, the ball is going to travel a little bit faster than it were if it was played on natural grass. But like I said, brand new turf. Hasn't really been broken in all that much. There's been a couple of soccer matches and a football game on the new turf. And field hockey as well has played on the new turf. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the field hockey team at BR got the first win on the new turf, defeating the Brockton Boxers. Bridgewater-Raynham trying to stall as much as they can. Now Maysfield will throw this one in. Able to find Convent. Cross into the box from Sullivan. That's going to be headed out, though, by King Philip. Cole Bridges trying to run down Craigo for that one. Craigo now has this again for King Philip. Dribbles this towards the middle of the field. BR just giving him the space. Now he's going to reverse field. Play that off towards the far touchline for Casetta-Waxman. Cole Bridges defensively on him. Casetta-Waxman's able to split some defenders. Still has possession, although it's cleared out. Tyler Barrera giving chase, but McCarthy wins that one. Casetta-Waxman sends this towards the middle of the field. Finds Griffin. Griffin, nice feed. Cross into the box, and no one's home. Gerard Bork looked like to be the closest King Philip attacker. Maybe if he slid, he would have got some cleat on it to maybe tie this game up at 2, but it may have been a little too far for Gerard Bork. We still at 2-1. King Philip still on the attack. Great work from Sean Catino, though. Catino trying to win possession here for BR. Daniel Fafolto plays that one back for John Pfeiffer and finally finds Connor O'Reilly. So King Philip will reset again towards the far side of the pitch. Plays this one up ahead over everybody and easily is going to be corralled by James Nichols and waits for a King Philip attacker to get there. Looks like Tommy Lamuschio was the one. Sophomore for James Nichols could pick it up. Gio Andre now has this for the Trojans. Loses it, though. Maysfield wins it back. Battle right there midfield. Little give and go, and Convent gets in the way of that. Headed forward by Sullivan. Casetta-Waxman. It's been all over the pitch here in the second half. Strong second half here from Caleb Casetta-Waxman. Good footwork. Splits 2 BR defenders. Splits another 2 BR defenders. Places one back, and Casetta-Waxman goes down on a push. Just laid out flat for a couple of moments. Looks like Caleb Casetta-Waxman came out for the second half of tonight's match. Been everywhere. One of the captains on this King Philip Boys Soccer Club. And he'll take the free kick from the 30-yard line. Casetta-Waxman going with the pink boots tonight. I can respect that. Good cross in the box. Good feed into the box. That's headed out, though, by Owen Green. Finds Casetta-Waxman again. Tries a give and go. Too far. And that's going to be, well, they're going to try and clear it out. I believe that was Joe Broad that tried to clear that one out. We have substitutions coming in here for both sides. We have under 10 minutes left here in the second half. Goals from Daryl Quist, Sean Catino of BR, and Matthew Crago of King Philip. Crago now again tries to beat a BR defender, can't. Daryl Quist, good turn. Places up on the near side for Aiden Sullivan. Sullivan for Quist. Quist now tries to cut this towards the middle of the field and loses possession. King Philip back on the attack. Good defensive work there for Joe Broad to win it for the Trojans. Little spin move there from Herrera, but he loses possession as Pfeiffer now has it. Plays this up for Casetta Waxman. Waxman over for, excuse me, that's Fifolt, not Pfeiffer. That's Fifolt, 17. And Josh Maysfield just sends this one forward, looking to cause any more time. Aiden Sullivan on the run. If he won that, he may have been in all alone, although it would have been from distance, would have had to win a foot race, but the momentum was in Aiden Sullivan's favor. But King Philip maintains possession as Stephen Griffin now plays that one for Caleb Casetta Waxman. Back over for Griffin. Now on this near side. A feed into the box. Looking for Blackburn. And that's cleared out by Georgakopoulos. And that one is going to stay in play. McCarthy now has this one for King Philip. McCarthy has to play this one back for Fifolt. Fifolt goes towards the middle of the field. Is going to pass that one off. Changing course now towards the near side. Feed into the box, and James Nichols comes out and corrals that one to stop any King Philip attempt right there with 7 minutes now remaining in the second half. Now in the second half, we will stop the clock at 5 minutes. In the first half, we stopped it at 2. In the second half, we will stop it at 5 minutes. And so the final 5 minutes will be up to the referee's discretion. Joe Broad plays that one back for, I believe that was Tyler Herrera. Quist wins possession here for the Trojans. Catino, armband falls down to his wrist, but Catino still sends that one up. Looking for Daryl Quist to switch the play. Quist wins the foot race. Can he get to the outside and get the cross in? No, he cannot. That was a good work right there. A good job, I should say, from Connor O'Reilly to come out and stop that BR attack. King Philip pushing the ball up the field again, looking to get the equalizing goal here to draw the game to 2-2. If this game doesn't end a draw, it would be the third draw for both squads this season. But Bridgewater-Raynham is not thinking about that. Blackburn now plays that one up for Griffin. Griffin looking to get the cross in. There's the cross from Griffin, and not a great one. And that's corralled by James Nichols. And Nichols going to take his time a little bit to milk some of that clock. And Nichols finally boots that high into the night sky here at Bridgewater-Raynham. Very good kick. Goes over midfield, bounces once in front of Quist, headed forward by King Philip. In the middle of the field, finds Blackburn, now over for Griffin. Griffin now goes towards the middle of the field. Griffin, good feed into the box. Crago was offside though. That was a great feed from Stephen Griffin to Matthew Crago. But Crago was in an offside position in the box. Referee is all on that on the far side of the field. Crago can't believe it. And now we've reached 5 minutes, so the clock will stop. So we're at the referee's discretion for the remainder of the second half. King Philip looking to draw this one, get their third draw. Bridgewater-Raynham looking to get their fifth win and go unbeaten in 4 consecutive. As we said, it's been all King Philip here in the second half. And they look to keep striking. A little too far for Blackburn, and that's corralled by James Nichols. Nichols slings this one over to Aiden Sullivan. Goals from Daryl Quist and Sean Catino in the first half of the Trojans. A goal for Matthew Crago in the second half. There is one thing we should point out, that there was a penalty kick awarded to King Philip. The referees conferred and gave a yellow card to Caleb Cassetta-Waxman for embellishment in the box, so they took the penalty kick away. And that's, you can argue, has been the difference here in the second half. Could be 2-2 right now, but penalty kick was not awarded. Of course, you still do have to score on the penalty kick. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee that they would have scored, but it would have been a golden scoring opportunity for the Warriors. Now, Griffin tries to cross. That's going to be deflected out by Aiden Sullivan. So a corner kick coming up here for the Warriors. Sean McCarthy, the senior, to take this corner for King Philip. Left-footed boot, curls in, far post, headed. And that's still going to maintain possession for King Philip. And no, that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Warriors. Looks like they may have gone off Darryl Quist. And we have a stoppage here. Looks like we have a Trojans player down. That was Josh Maysfield. Looks like he may have been cramping up a little bit. He gets up and now jogs to the sideline. Aiden Cullinane to come back into the match for the Trojans. Throw in here, looking for McCarthy. McCarthy tries to split two defenders, cross into the box. It's going to be headed out by Joe Broad. Not out yet. Cassetta-Waxman's shot goes wide of that near side post. Looks like Caleb Cassetta-Waxman was actually falling down as he kicked it. Red Nation and the Bridgewater-Raynham bench keep waiting for that final whistle to be blown by the referee. I don't think Jason Hammond has moved from that spot all night. A few times the camera's panned over to him. He's been standing in that one area. Cassetta-Waxman now reverses play, goes towards the middle of the field. McCarthy now has this. Beg your pardon, that was actually Andrew Longobardi that had that one for King Philip. Sean Contino trying to beat two defenders, cannot. Although that's sent back ahead by Joe Broad. Stephen Griffin loses possession, wins it back though for King Philip. Griffin now in a battle with Catino, plays that one off for Longobardi, and it's going to be a foul on Catino, so it'll be a free kick. Longobardi to take this one. Finds Sean McCarthy. McCarthy dribbles this one up ahead, beats three Bridgewater-Raynham defenders. McCarthy towards the top of the box. McCarthy still has it, and it's finally cleared out by Bridgewater-Raynham, but not completely. And now that's finally cleared out by Aiden Cullinane. Back to Longobardi. Longobardi sends this one towards the top of the box again. Too far, and that's going to be headed out by the Trojans. But Caleb Cassetta-Waxman now has it. Gio Andre defensively on him. Cassetta-Waxman, top of the box. Ooh, that would have been a good opportunity, but still, a shot, nice save from James Nichols. A rocket from King Philip there, almost point blank, and James Nichols is right there to stop it. Still remains 2-1, Bridgewater-Raynham. Nichols sends this one out, bounces over Catino's head. Longobardi, though, wins possession temporarily, and Darryl Quist now fighting for possession as Caleb Cassetta-Waxman wins it. Griffin over for Cassetta-Waxman, no. Looks like he was maybe trying to find him, but it was another King Philip attacker. This one sent all the way back to Connor O'Reilly. Just waiting on the final whistle from the official. King Philip, could they get one more attack going up here? Matthew Crago now has this. Left foot, passes that one up ahead, looking for Blackburn. Gets dispossessed by Andre. Kicks that one up, and Quist is just going to send that down the field and out of bounds, just trying to waste any sort of time. McCarthy now going to try and throw this one in quickly. Able to find John Pfeiffer. Back over to McCarthy. McCarthy plays that one up. No one home. Georgia Coppolis has it. Georgia Coppolis wins it and kicks that one up ahead. Finds Tyler Marrera. Contact there, and there is going to be a foul called. Looks like on Caleb Cassetta-Waxman and Tyler Marrera. With, again, I keep saying it, the awesome headband. Looks like Catino is going to take this free kick. There's the free kick, and just going to boot it over everything. Gio Andre just to give it chase for good measure. Gio Andre actually wins possession here for the Trojans. Great work from Gio Andre. Looking for Gerald Quist. Don't rule out goal number 3 here for the Trojans tonight. Trip there, no call, and nope, I believe they are going to finally call it. Nope, that's the final whistle. Bridgewater-Raynham pulls out the 2-1 victory here on senior night, and their unbeaten streak goes to 4 games with goals courtesy of Gerald Quist and Sean Catino. We thank you for watching BTV's coverage of BR Boys Soccer. My name is Brian Berard. Thanks for watching.